And so we have museums, and you have a symphony, and you have an opera. Those are the things that cities do to be creative and preserve beauty. Well, lo and behold, if you get to the grassroots level, there's all kind of stuff going on in this city. Music programs and painting programs and photography programs, grassroots in all kinds of neighborhoods. Absolutely amazing. And one person who does amazing stuff in this connection is named Hasan. Asked Hannah, it's interesting, Hannah, she's one of the just forces for good and wonder and beauty in our city. She's a poet, she's a storyteller, she's an activist, she's in the middle of so much that's good. And I ran into her at some event, I don't know what it was one of these small arts groups, and I just started my interview. So I came up to Hannah and I said, I want to ask you what's beautiful about Charlotte. And I think she said, I ain't telling you now. And she said, I want to write a poem. Nobody else has answered in this way. And it took her a while, but finally she said, I've got the poem. So Lisa and I rode out to her house, and she did the poem. And I was just annihilated. It's one of the most amazing things. So I asked her to come tonight and read her poem. So Hannah, if you'd come.
Good evening. I want to point out that it did not take me a while to write the poem. I wrote it in the shower. It took me a while for us to get together. I believe that if the poem don't come right away, then it ain't coming. I have spent many a day questioning her future, calling her out and calling her in. I have publicly challenged her choices, criticized her politically, charged her to do better. We have a complicated relationship, and ultimately it's because I love her and want her to win. I believe in her. I believe in the possibility of what she can become. She is beautiful now, but that beauty is often a mirage. She is powerful to many, but those within her inner circle acknowledge the facade, know what's under, beneath the surface, in the ground, her roots. We see her secrets, and yet we still love her despite the difficulties of her truth. See, she is our Charlotte, the city that has opened herself to give us the place that we call home. We have found a sanctuary within her borders. This is where we build our legacy and our memories, where we deepen our connections and find spaces to grow and belong. And because she is ours, we have earned the right to challenge her and demand her growth. Because she belongs to us, we will hold her to higher standards. We want a city that raises the bar and breaks the mold, opens its arms with opportunity and hope, creates spaces for the most vulnerable within her city to heal and cope. You see, there is no denying that there is an abundance of love here, an overpowering belief in the future of this place. There are people here who make it easy to love here, people who have opened their homes and their hearts, people who continuously keep and hold space, for this is our city, the place that we will keep fighting for, the place that we will continue to build. This is our city, home to some of the most beautiful and interesting spaces, a city that makes you feel hope, a city that encourages you to dream, a city that is promising and passionate, a city that gives you space to believe, and that's how love works. That's what loving Charlotte means. It's examining the truth of her history and working towards an uplifting legacy. That is where we see her light, and that is where we see her beauty. It is nestled in the details, hidden in the open spaces. It is seen in the nighttime, in that beautiful skyline. It is within those who have given to her for multiple generations. Those who have lived here because they've had no choice but to live here. For how can we discuss the beautiful of Charlotte and not honor her natives and the ancestors and elders who have built the foundation? For a city that honors where she has grown from is a city that is prepared for future greatness. And as for me, I only want to live in a city, grow and build in a city, work and love in a city that is willing to do the absolute most to ensure that all living here are living up to their God-given potential. I only want to claim a city, stamp me and my family's last name to a city that chases freedom and equality in a way that is monumental. For this is a city that has the ability to transform the way that we all live with radical love. This is a city that holds on to the ability to push far past minimal expectations and be even more amazing than the things our wildest dreams are made of. Our Charlotte, a city of opportunity, booming with creativity and everything that she needs to take things to the next level, with an abundance of raw talent, and all of these people with fresh concepts and new ideas of imaginative work to be done. Charlotte is beautiful. She's so very beautiful, not solely for what she is or has been, but Charlotte is beautiful for who she is destined to become. Thank you. Woo!